Good evening. I would like to welcome everyone to the Town of Lexington Council Work Session this evening, July the 1st, 2024. Immediately following this work session, our regular council meeting will be held. Work sessions are less formal business meetings that enable council to obtain and discuss information regarding town issues from staff members and/or consultants. Like regular meetings of councils, citizens are encouraged to attend and observe work sessions. However, they do not include public hearings, but they do allow for public comments at the end of the work session unless otherwise called on by council. Please note, speakers are limited to 3 minutes and a timer will be set. Council does not take action, vote on items during the work session other than to place the item on the council meeting agenda for consideration and an official vote. Council work sessions are streamed live on the town's YouTube channel, and minutes are taken and posted on the town's webpage following approval of council. I am Hazel Livingston, the mayor of the town of Lexington, and I would like to introduce my fellow council members. To my left is Mayor Pro Tem Ron Williams.
Good evening.
To his left is Council Member Todd Lyle.
Good evening.
And to his left would be Council Member Jenny Michaels, but she is on vacation with her family. To my right is Council Member Todd Carnes.
Good evening.
To his right is Council Member Gavin Smith.
Hi.
And to his right is Council Member Will Allen.
Good evening, y'all.
I will now call this meeting to order.
Excuse me, Mayor. I need to speak to Todd Carnes. Sorry to interrupt.
Do we need to hold up just a minute, Rachel?
What would be the next?
Do we need to hold up just a minute?
Yeah,
That's
go
at-
ahead.
No, that's at the council meeting.
Okay.
Go ahead of
No,
yours.
I think you go ahead.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I'm ahead of myself here. Let's see. Okay, I will now call this meeting to order. Council met an executive session prior to this meeting where we discussed the following matters. 3, routine personnel matters, legal advice regarding agenda items, discussion regarding a national PFAS lawsuit, and pending land dispute matter with MME Properties. No vote was taken in executive session. Do I hear a motion to ratify this report? Councilmember Smith makes the motion. Do I hear a second?
I'll second.
Is there any discussion?
Sorry, yes, Madam Mayor, I have something briefly with relate to the land dispute. I would like to make a motion, so it'd be an amendment, to instruct staff to work through the settlement agreement with MME Property LLC in such a way that they instruct the plaintiff in that case that we'd like to do a couple things. One, see if they would withdraw their complaint and enter into a tolling agreement to preserve their appellate rights. This is just conjecture, but I wish they'd done that initially rather than filing a lawsuit. Secondarily, I would like to have that agreement ensure that they are made aware that staff has recently had communications with Target or its entities, and that an either-or option may be on play where either a deceleration lane or interconnectivity would happen. However, the part that they hopefully would like to hear is that this agreement would be expeditiously done, because once they purchase a bond of 150% of the higher of those two options, they can go ahead and proceed and subdivide and close. And I don't know that, Rachel, did I miss anything on that? I think the key point being that staff can handle this so that it's done expeditiously. And I guess as a backstory, we can inform the plaintiff in that case that it was explained to the Target folks that this interconnectivity ordinance is going to mutually apply to them as well. If they ever want to expand, they're going to be required to, and subject to that same interconnectivity ordinance. And once it was explained to them that it could be used as a sword and as a shield, they realized it might be wise to cooperate. So I think that's a bit of good news for the developer and for the people who enjoy the anti-restaurant. But our goal is to be as expeditious as possible.
So we have a motion and a second, and then there was some discussion. Is there any other discussion?
I'll second his amendment to the motion.
Okay. A second his amendment to the motion. Is there any other discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor raise your right hand. And it is unanimous. Now we'll move into deletions of items from tonight's work session. Hearing none, we'll move straight into business items tonight. Our first item of business is from Municipal Clerk Laura Henson, Boards and Commission reappointments.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. This is for the reappointments to boards and commissions. The terms for the following board members, board and commission members will expire. Reappointments do require approval by council. The information is listed in the packet, but it's the Historic Preservation Review Board, Board of Zoning Appeals, Traffic Committee, and Planning Commission, and we're looking to place this on the August 5th agenda.
Make a motion to put on the agenda.
Would you let me speak for now? Do I hear a second?
Second.
Is there any discussion?
Madam Mayor,
Yes, sir.
could we ask or direct staff to give us some revision proposals to the attendance policy and bring that to us at the next meeting?
She can do that. Any other discussion? All those in favor, raise your right hand. And it is unanimous to be placed on the agenda. Our next item of business is from Assistant Town Administrator Stuart Ford. Resolution authorizing refunding general obligation bond anticipation notes.
Madam Mayor, members of council, the town's general obligation bonds of 2023 total $7,975,000, and they mature August 30th of this year. The authorizing resolution that's attached provides for the terms of the issuance of refunding bonds of 24. These bonds funded in part the Gibson Pond Dam, the Ice House Pavilion, and a portion of Virginia Hilton Park. The draft resolution attached will be finalized by bond council for our next meeting. So we ask you to place this on our August 5th agenda for your action.
Do I hear a motion for this item?
So moved.
Do I hear a second?
Second.
Any discussion on this item? All those in favor, raise your right hand. And it is unanimous. And I think that's the only two items we had? Yes. For council information, next we have an item from council from our Transportation Director, Randy Edwards, about our Sunset Split project. And I guess, Will, you're giving it to us tonight. He's our intern for
Yes,
the
ma'am.
town this summer.
Randy will be here to direct questions towards.
Come on up here, Randy, and give him support. Okay, go ahead.
Thank you, Mayor and members of council. US 378 Sunset Boulevard serves as one of the major arteries into the town of Lexington and has experienced significant growth over the past several years. Over 50,000 vehicles travel through the intersection of Corley Mill Road and Sunset Boulevard each day, which would be equivalent to the population of the seventh largest city in the state. Additionally, Corley Mill Road provides primary access to River Bluff High School, multiple residential developments, as well as the Lake Murray Dam. Based upon public feedback received in 2020, the town has revised the design for Sunset Split, which includes separating the eastbound and westbound lanes of Sunset Boulevard and relocating Corley Mill Road and River Chase Way to improve traffic flow and shorten travel time through the Corley Mill Road, Jenny Lane, and River Chase Way intersections. More information is available on the Sunset Split website at sunsetsplitlex2024.com. Also, a public information meeting will be held at Town Hall on July 10th from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. in the Conference Center. Comments can be received from the public through July 24th on the website. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for your update. Does anybody have any questions for Will? Hearing none, we appreciate that. Our next item of information is from Town Administrator Rachel Gleaton, and she's going to update us on the 2024 council goals update that we set back when we were all 20, and I guess in December.
Yes, Mayor, thank you. You all should have up on the dais the updated council priorities worksheet. It's a 2-pager front and back. You've seen this before. There were 33 total priorities that were provided to staff to work on this calendar year. I'm proud to say that 12 of which are complete, just over a third. We've got 50% more remaining in progress, and just 4 yet to be assigned. And that's frankly just because we're waiting for some additional information before we move ahead. I wanted to highlight some of the updates to these activities on here that are worth noting. And I apologize, there's no page numbers on here. On page 2, one of our top priorities highlighted in yellow was to hire an engineering firm to do a comprehensive traffic study. And you all in the FY25 town budget did provide funding for such a study. So our transportation department will be undertaking that. Today's July 1st. It's the beginning of this fiscal year, so we'll get underway on that. Furthermore, down the page, we reference evaluate parking downtown. So when we amended our FY24 budget, I believe that was in April, late April, early May, council did allocate funding for a downtown parking study. And so I'm happy to say that we were able to issue a contract via professional services agreement with Kimley Horn and Associates. So that study is underway.
Awesome.
Yes, very happy to report that. Just towards the bottom of the page, you all were interested in designing and launching a youth town council for residents, and I came in April and shared with you some of the thoughts, and we heard your recommendation and established a youth ambassador program. I want to say we got 18 applications, if I remember correctly. Is that right? Okay, thank you. And tomorrow and July 11th, I believe, are interviews for potential candidates. So we're really excited about that. That will begin in September. On the next page, midway down, I just wanted to point out we've hired, or pardon me, council included a new position in the FY25 budget to work with the Ice House Amphitheater and the market. And so you'll see there's a number of items in here where council wanted to see more or a variety of types of activities at the Ice House Amphitheater and market. And so we'll be able to achieve that with this new individual. That position has already been posted. We were able to post it before July 1 and had some really awesome candidates. Hopefully we'll have someone to announce within a week or so. We have a couple items in here related to public art, murals, etc. And I believe at the August meeting or work session, we will be discussing the future of a public arts committee. So that committee will be the first step in undertaking a number of those efforts.
I wanted to say on that too, Rachel, to y'all and to anybody here, that I've been here a long time and I've seen a lot of committees formed and people apply for them, but I've never seen so many apply. I think we had over 20 some odd applications come in for the art committee, and to be able to work on it and organize it. So people do want to see some culture and some art downtown, and they want to have a say in the way that looks and in mapping out our town. And Wayne Rogers has agreed to try to work and lead that, since he's played a big role in the way the downtown area looks.
And separate even from the actual applications, the response on social media was incredible.
Right.
So those are just the main few things I wanted to highlight. We are halfway through this year, and I feel good about the progress that we're making on a number of these goals.
Anybody else have anything for her on this? So we'll move right on. Any question from the news media on tonight's agenda? Any comments from the public regarding the work session agenda? Any comments from staff? And if not, that concludes our work sessions, and we're going to do the ending event and go straight into our council meeting. Thank you for watching the council work session for the town of Lexington. This meeting was held at Town Hall on Monday evening, July 1st, 2024. Immediately following this, we will have our regular town council meeting. For recording purposes, we take a 2-minute pause before beginning the council meeting. Without objection, we are adjourned from work session.